In today's video we will be busting 25 myths of the latest TSB update, with my friend Joe helping out. We'll be going over from the new map all the way to Galaxy Garou. So, without further ado, sit back, relax and enjoy the video. Starting with my first myth. Can you get on the yacht? I tried going towards it using Tatsumaki's ability but there was a barrier, so I tried to fly more up to see maybe the barrier ends at a certain point above. And I was correct, and as you can see, I'm falling down. And it actually doesn't have any collision, so, myth busted. On to the next myth. Is the Saitama death box still there? If you don't know what I'm talking about when you know clip outside of the main map, and keep going, you could find Saitama's death counter box, and you could actually be a camo, if you were inside the box while someone triggered death counter. Let's check to see if it's still here, and it might be harder to find since the whole baseplate is covered of ocean instead of just void. There's also some islands that you can actually stand on, which is pretty cool. After a few minutes I could not find it. I went so far I couldn't even see the main island. I also checked below the island, and it wasn't there, so sadly you can no longer be a cameo. Myth busted. And for the final map related myth before we get into the actual characters, can you get on the Ferris wheel? I tried this out both with Tatsumaki's base and ult, and myth confirmed. Though it might take time to get on top with Tatsumaki's base abilities. It's a great spot if you want to be a bum and escape a fight. And a pretty view too. Now it's time for the newly added Mech, and for this myth, can you fight another Mech?
Robo fish.
1-800 freedom. You have been activated, Butterfly. Last time 77. Echo figure now. 11.
Myth confirmed. You can absolutely fight, however you can only use some abilities to mechs currently, and the animations are a bit buggy. There's also a block, which brings me on to my next myth. Can you parry attacks using the mech's block? Myth confirmed. However, you cannot parry abilities. Besides, it doesn't really punish the enemy mech that much. Sorry Souls-like players. Can you use Prey Peril? Bro. Okay, as I was saying, can you use Prey Peril counter on Undying Hero bullet projectiles? Holy shit, let me use my counter first. On 3, 1, 2. Alright, you're getting belt to ass again. Myth confirmed. A weird myth I thought of was, can nuclear fission go through a player twice and still play an animation? But it was so hard, so I tried if it can still go while another player's using it, but this myth is so ping based. I think it would either way be myth busted. For this myth, I needed to get Galaxy Garou, and this myth is, can Galaxy Garou bypass Infinity? Because if it were a real fight between Galaxy Garou and Gojo, Galaxy Garou can bypass Infinity due to him being literally resistant to space manipulation, and as well can copy abilities and use them way better than the user. But in game he doesn't bypass Infinity. Even his abilities are futile to Gojo. But honestly I can't really blame them, it's a very small change and unimportant than the rest of the update. Can the mech survive Galaxy Garou's abilities? Myth busted. Can the mech bypass Infinity? The Infinity is making the mech slower when it goes closer to Gojo. But none of the abilities are slow. In fact, one of the abilities gave Gojo a tiny push, therefore it is myth confirmed. Do characters have custom hit animations attacking the mech? And yes, the new update included the robot reacting to certain ult abilities for some characters. Here's a showcase of all of them. This one's an easy one. Can you still see the opponent's character when they use Galaxy Garou's ult? For a second I thought I lost the replacement. But yeah, that's him doing the ult animation. Myth confirmed. Can you use the death counter on Galaxy Garou nuclear fission? I thought death counter counters projectiles too. Can you outrun Galaxy Garou's projectile with Mech? Myth confirmed. I'll be using the Mech's iframe abilities, you can actually outrun it by a lot.
I'm not taking my sneakers off. I am Sneakers O'Toole.
Will you get a special cutscene for using Saitama's omnidirectional punch on Galaxy Garou? Because Saitama is actually known for using this on Galaxy Garou and eventually killing him. So is there a special cutscene of him destroying him canonically? Myth busted. However, I don't know if this was already in the finisher or not, but I hear radioactive sounds when the move ended. Can you use death counter on the Iron Giant? Myth busted. Can the Iron Giant parry Genos's beam? Sadly, myth busted. It would be a really cool interaction, but anyways, the mech survived. Can you get on top of the mountains? And you may think, oh, you can just use Tatsumaki. But I think differently. Using Monster Garou and another player, you can actually on top of the mountain. Can you go through Galaxy Garou's portal ability with ninjas straight on teleport and fourfold flash strike? I was definitely in the portal here so that one move can go through. How about the next one? This took a bit of tries because you had to time both moves. But myth confirmed. Is the mech affected by Tatsumaki's Savage Tornado? It pushes the mech back instead of being inside the tornado and going around in circles. And the following myth is: can you use Metal Bat's Savage Tornado on the Iron Giant? This myth does not make sense at all, but myth confirmed. Can you insta-kill the mech using... Sorry for the jump scare. Can you insta-kill the mech using Blade Master's Atomic Slash? Can you mark a dead player with Monster Garou's ult? Myth busted. For the final myth, can you subscribe and...
Oh!
For this final myth, can I crack you if I kill... Mr. Beast, what the hell are you doing here?
Yes, me, Mr. Beast.
Maybe.
Jackpot!
I have something to tell you, Aluminum. I'm actually a guy.
Guy. Yeah, give me your ass.